Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So my name is Lotz and thank you so much for joining me into yet another video. So in today's video, we'll be talking about hair porosity and how it actually affects the type of products that you use, how to know which porosity type you have, and yeah, so if you're interested in today's video, please keep on watching. So porosity is basically the ability of your hair to absorb and retain moisture. So this normally affects the types of products that you need to use or apply into your hair, as it affects how well your hair absorbs oils and creams and water. So your hair is basically made of 3 layers. Firstly, the innermost layer, which is the central part of your hair, being the medulla, and then the second layer, which covers the medulla, is called the cortex, and then the outermost layer is your cuticles. So the cuticles of your hair are too small to be seen by your naked eye. So this outermost layer is made out of individual cuticles that overlap on each other. They end up looking like tiles on a roof, the way that they overlap on one another. Like if I had a third hand, I'll show you guys, but yeah, this is the best that I could do. So this is how cuticles look like on your hair. So you've got low porosity hair, we've got medium porosity hair, and we also have high porosity hair. So with low porosity hair, the cuticles of your hair are closely packed, like there are no gaps in between them, and so it's difficult for hair to be it's difficult for your hair to actually absorb moisture and also products. So it's difficult for your hair to absorb water first, oils and creams, so you constantly have to work those products into your hair, and sometimes you even have to introduce heat, but preferably indirect heat in your hair, so that the cuticles can like slightly get lifted, just so that water can penetrate through the cuticles. So it's difficult for that type of hair to absorb moisture, but once the moisture is absorbed, it retains it. So the type of products that you need to use when you've got low porosity hair is actually your lighter oils and your lighter creams, because heavy products are just going to sit on top of your hair and not benefit your hair in any way. The cuticles are already closed, so they seal moisture and they retain moisture very well. So you only need a lighter oil or a lighter butter, like lighter products, just to seal the moisture in. Now the second type, being the medium porosity, the cuticles are not as closed as the low porosity hair type, so they are slightly lifted like that. So moisture is able to penetrate very well into the hair shaft, and also it takes a bit of some time for that moisture to escape your hair shaft, so it also retains moisture fairly, I'd say. So yeah, you'd also want to use lighter products when you are dealing with medium porosity hair, because obviously like moisture doesn't escape the hair shaft very quickly. Yeah, and the next hair type is, the next hair porosity is the high porosity type. So these cuticles are opened, like there's gaps in between your cuticles, and moisture is absorbed very quickly. It's very easy for this type of porosity to absorb moisture. It absorbs it very quickly. You will never see products sitting on top of the hair and stuff like that, which is what you normally get when you're dealing with low porosity hair. Products just sit on top of the hair. You have to work them in or introduce heat into your hair, which I do not advise. It's best to use indirect heat, whereby you're using your heat caps, and what's that other one, the hooded hair dryer. So if you don't have those, you just have to continuously work the product into your hair up until you're satisfied, but those products will still sit on top of your hair. So with low porosity hair, the hair takes a very long time to dry, unlike medium porosity and also high porosity. With high porosity, the hair dries faster. So porosity is also due to genetics, but then especially with low porosity and medium porosity, it's just genetics. But then when you're dealing with high porosity, sometimes it can be caused by the use of chemicals, the use of heat on your hair, and over manipulating your hair. So sometimes your hair may be medium porosity or low porosity, but then since you've chemically treated it, maybe you've bleached your hair or you've used some type of heat, like direct heat on your hair, then the porosity changes to high. Then once that happens, you have to now stop using those products that you were using when your hair was still low porosity, and then try use products that are meant for high porosity type of hair. So that being like your butters to seal in the moisture, because the cuticles, remember, are like they are open like that, so there's gaps in between. So you just want to seal those in with firstly with cold water. You need to always do cold water rinses. Yeah, and then unfortunately guys, you have to do that. So we've got different ways of checking your porosity type. The first one being the float test, the second one being the slip and slide test, and the third one being the spray bottle test. So in the float test, what you want to do is you have to work on clean hair, guys, for all the types of tests. So you have to work on clean, freshly washed hair that's dry. So what you want to do with the flow test is take a glass and fill it with water, and then just maybe take a few hair strands and then just drop them into that glass full of water. Once you've dropped your hair inside the glass of water, you're gonna wait for up to 5 minutes just to see how the hair behaves in water. So if your hair floats, then it means that you've got low porosity, and if it sinks to the middle of the glass, then you've got medium porosity, and if it sinks right to the bottom of the glass, you've got high porosity hair. So yeah, just make sure that you work on clean, freshly washed hair, okay, please, otherwise you're gonna get false results. So you're gonna end up thinking that your hair is high porosity because it sinked right to the bottom of the glass, and mainly that would be because your hair was dirty and it had product in it. So products can affect the results. With the second test, which is the slip and slide test, you just want to take a strand of hair. My hair is dry, guys. I don't really like to touch my hair when it's dry, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do it. So you're going to take maybe a single strand of hair. So you're going to take a single strand of hair. Then what you're going to do is just slide your fingers up to the roots like that, okay, towards the scalp like that. So again, make sure that your hair is clean. So right now my hair's got product, so I'm not gonna actually rely on the results that I just got right now, but I know that my hair is low porosity because I've done the test. If you guys want to see me actually demonstrate the first test, which is the flow test, just let me know in the comment section down below and I'll gladly do that. So yeah, with the slip and slide test, you just want to run your fingers through your, what is it, your hair strand, like from the ends to the, like up to the roots. And then if you feel that there's bumps like in between, then you know that you've got high porosity, because it means that your cuticles are open. So if you are sliding your fingers like through your hair strand like that, and it's just a smooth slide, then you know that you've got low porosity hair. So now the third test is the spray bottle test. So this is a very easy one. You're just gonna fill up a bottle. So you're just gonna fill up your spray bottle with water. You don't have to fill it up. just have water in your spray bottle. So what you're going to do is you're going to spritz your hair with water and then just let the water sit on your hair for a few minutes. So if you've got those water beads just sitting on top of your hair even after like 5 minutes, then you know that you've got low porosity hair, because the water is not penetrating your hair shaft easily. So your hair is not absorbing that water easily. Again, if that water penetrates your hair shaft like in a few minutes, then you know that you've got medium porosity. If the hair beads quickly penetrate your hair shaft, then you know that you've got high porosity. When you've got low porosity hair, you do not need a lot of protein in your hair. So too much of protein in your hair is just gonna leave your hair dry, brittle, and prone to breakage. So you really want to avoid using products that contain protein in it. So just try by all means to always check the label, like the ingredient list on your label on your products, so that you avoid the continuous use of protein in your hair. So when you've got low porosity, it's advisable to do protein treatments every 2 to 3 months. I do them every 3 months because I know that I'm definitely low porosity. So yeah, I do my protein treatments every 3 months. Yeah, so when you've got high porosity hair, then you definitely need protein in your hair to fill up those gaps in between your hair structure. So it's advisable to actually do your protein treatments maybe once a month. And also, if you have chemically treated your hair, in a sense that maybe you've bleached your hair, then just regard your hair as high porosity and make sure that you do your regular protein treatments. So when you've got medium hair porosity, you also want to avoid protein in your daily hair regimen. So try to stay away from products that contain protein in them. So, and also do your protein treatments every 2 to 3 months. I'd say if you've got medium porosity, maybe do them every 2 months, but because I've got low porosity, then I do my protein treatments every 3 months. So I believe I've covered everything regarding hair porosity. And if you guys want me to demonstrate all of those porosity tests, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will do that in the next coming videos. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video, and please give it a massive thumbs up if you loved it. If there's anything that's still not clear regarding hair porosity, please drop me a comment down below. And if you've got any further questions regarding this or any other questions regarding natural hair, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll gladly respond. Hey guys, give it a massive thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, and also click the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post another video. So I love you so much guys, and please continue to spread love and kindness everywhere you go. The world needs it. Mwah.